What's up everyone, Max Tech Toy Box here, and I am doing a video comparison between the Huawei GT Watch 2 or the Huawei Watch GT2 and the Samsung Galaxy Active Watch 2. Okay, so if you guys want to know a bunch of detailed information on both of these two devices, check out the links below where I do detail full reviews of both of these watches. This video is basically going to be going over the differences between these two watches. So right off, just from looking at it aesthetically, you can tell that the Huawei GT2 watch is bigger. This is a 46mm body versus the 44 here that I have on the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. Both of these do feature always on displays. Just turn it on here. They both are running respectable chipsets offered by both hardware manufacturer. Huawei is using their Kirin chip, and the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 is running a form of Exynos chip on the Galaxy Watch Active 2. Okay. Going off of the looks, we can see here the Huawei GT Watch 2 is a very nice looking device. Looks like a modern timepiece. Beautiful OLED display. I really do like that. In my review, I couldn't stop talking about how beautiful I thought this display was. Samsung, on the other hand, is definitely not a slouch either. Looks very good, more futuristic. I don't think I said this in my review, but if I was comparing them, Samsung definitely is more of an Apple-esque sort of approach. It's more of a futuristic type appearance on this particular watch. On their regular Galaxy Watch series, it's more of a modern or classical timepiece. Not sure why the watch face is turning off there. But yeah, so this is more of a futuristic rounded. If Apple was to make a round watch, it would be this, basically, in my opinion. And of course, I do have the bumper case on this, so that's why it looks a little different. This is made from aluminum. I believe that the Huawei watch is made from stainless steel. Samsung device does have the ability to come in stainless steel as well at a higher price tag. So both of these retail at $299 in the current form as it is now. The stainless steel version of this is about $100 more. Okay. Moving on, so this does use 22mm watch straps. So both use industry standard interchangeable watch straps, which is good. So kudos to both of them. Huawei is just 22 and the Samsung is 20mm. Okay, they both have they both have optically based heart rate monitors on the back. I think the Samsung device has 6, Huawei has 4, as you can see there. The Huawei watch does use a proprietary charging dock to charge. This uses the Qi wireless charging standard to charge, which is good here. Okay, both of them have buttons on the side. I will say that Huawei's approach to the buttons is not as, maybe it's because I'm used to using the Samsung device as to why I like the chipset on this. I don't know why this keeps on turning off. Let me see. Did I hit something by accident? Yep, it's supposed to be watch always on. I don't know why it's turning off. So both of them obviously feature always on displays. It could be as well because I'm not wearing it. I think it's because I'm not wearing it. If you're wearing it, then it's supposed to be able to detect that you're wearing it, so it keeps the watch always on. So, like I said, heart rate monitor. This uses the Qi wireless standard to charge, which is good. So you can top this off by just putting it on the back of your Samsung Galaxy watch. The Samsung Galaxy device or your Samsung wireless charger. This has the ability, or with a future update, you will be able to have EKG readings. I believe that the Huawei watch, the international version, already has that, but the one in the US does not have that ability. I will double check and throw a little comment in the video if I'm wrong about that. Next, they both have the ability to accept and receive phone calls. Bluetooth phone calls are pretty good on both of them. Volume is pretty decent on both of them, as I said. Just change this to a watch face, just to do it for the sake of it. I will say that the Samsung device, in terms of phone calls, does sound better. Users could not tell that I was on a watch or that I was on a Bluetooth device in comparison to the Huawei GT Watch 2. Both of them have the ability to play music from a speaker. So let's see. Then I got some J. Cole loaded up on over here. Do a quick little comparison. Play something. And let me see, let me just turn the volume all the way up so you guys can hear it again. Not the best speaker, but it is what it is. And then here. I mean, so both of the speakers are nothing to write home about, but you do have the ability to connect a Bluetooth headset and stream music from the both. The Samsung device does have third-party applications like Spotify that you can use, which is good, especially if you don't want to have to connect this or take music from your phone and send it over. You can just use the Spotify application and you can stream music via Wi-Fi and then download playlists onto the watch as well. Both of them have a built-in feature in their application where you can download music straight to the watch from that application on the phone, which is pretty convenient. Okay, moving on. Let's see, what else do both of these have? They both are pretty good fitness trackers. And me personally, I think that they're both head-to-head. Samsung, I think, has more built-in workouts and features in comparison to the Huawei watch. But I will say that the heart rate monitor on the Huawei watch seems to be more accurate in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. GPS, I would say that the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 was more accurate, at least in my testing, in comparison to the Huawei watch, which is interesting. I thought that the Huawei watch would have been a little bit more accurate. What else? I'm just going over, of course, continuous heart rate monitor between the both of them. Technically, the heart rate monitor on the Samsung Galaxy Watch is like every couple of minutes. It's not continuous as you would expect. Apparently, in my opinion, when I've been using the Galaxy Watch Active 2, it seemed continuous to me, but I read a thread somewhere where it's not actually continuous. So take that for what it's worth. They both have built-in sleep trackers, so you just wear it to bed and it will monitor your sleep, and then you can get information on your sleep record from the built-in application from the watch itself. They both have stress monitors, tells you where your stress levels are, reminds you to breathe, of course. Calendar of events and things of that nature are also built in. So pretty much in terms of things that they both have a lot of common features. So let's think about some things, or talk about some things that they don't have. Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy Watch does have Samsung Pay, so you can make NFC payments, tap to pay, which is convenient. You don't have that on the Huawei watch. Also, on the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, you have the ability to have actionable notifications, meaning if a notification comes into the watch, you can respond with your voice, you can respond by typing on the screen, you can respond by canned messages that you may have already saved. You don't have that ability on the Huawei watch. Let's see. On the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, you also have I want to say continuous, it's more so active activity tracking. I forget exactly, like smart activity tracking. If you were working out and you forgot to start the workout from the watch, if you're running or walking, the Samsung Galaxy Watch, it actively knows that. So if you've been running for a set period of time, it will pick up on that and it'll just start to track your workout. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have that ability on the Huawei watch, unfortunately. So with the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, you can do that with both walking and running workouts. Again, you don't have that on the Huawei watch Active 2. Let's see, what else am I missing? I feel like there's some other things that one watch has that the other one doesn't, that I can't think of. So the last thing that I can really think of that is a distinct difference between the two is battery life. The Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, to me, actually has pretty good battery life. To me, you can get through a full day, and maybe I have some low standards. You can get through a day and a half, and to me, that's pretty good battery life, especially for a smartwatch. For the Huawei GT Watch 2, you're definitely going to get about 5 to 6 I would say 4 to 5, 5 to 6 days of battery life. You're gonna get about 2 days on the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, and that's if you are working out actively. If you work out every day, you get about a day and a half to 2 days on the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. So the good thing that's convenient is that you don't need to carry around a second charger. You can just charge this directly on the back of your device, and it, like I said, it uses the Qi standard, so you can charge it on any wireless Qi device. Well, I can't say that any Samsung wireless Qi device because it's a little spotty on what it chooses to work with. So the battery life definitely goes to the Huawei GT Watch 2. So, in my personal opinion, I mean, maybe you guys can tell just from all the things that I listed, but at the price point and for what they both do, the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 seems to be the better buy because it's more feature rich. It has more features that you can use. It's a decent fitness tracker, and it's a good smartwatch. The Huawei GT Watch 2 is a good fitness tracker, but not so good smartwatch. You can't do anything in terms of actionable notifications. You get the ability not only to download music to hear using the built-in Samsung music player, but you also can use Spotify. You don't have that here because there's no third-party applications. I didn't even mention the watch faces. There's a lot more to choose from with the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. From Samsung's watch face library, and then you have a bunch of third-party watch faces like I think it's called Purity, the watch face. You have, let's see, because that's this one here. Yeah, Fuji Black, and then from here there's a bunch of different watch faces that you can use. You have, I think it's called Watch or Facer. It's just a bunch of different ones that you can use that you can have set up on the, like I said, the Galaxy Watch Active 2. So they're both really good, and I think that Huawei is so close to really sort of turning the corner, because I really do think that this, and as you guys know from the video that I spoke about the way that this looks, really do think it is a nice looking watch. I can't get over the look, it just looks very good. But in terms of features and abilities and things of that nature, what it does for the price, I just don't think that it's worth it. I think it should be maybe $100 less personally, because you don't get all those features. So this is Max Tech Toy Box signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed this video comparison between the Huawei Watch GT2 and the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. Until we meet again, peace.